got to be taken care of soon, and also it should be taken care of today. First of all, I got to ask the commissioners, we got to get this going, we got to do some fixing of the ditches that we've been talking about. When we have a couple of days left, if we need to call a meeting and decide if we're going to do some of this stuff or not. You know, I need to do some work at Bolivar, behind Bolivar's house. We use a lot of water there. Second thing, we need to get a hold of Peter Hill again, see what happened with the grant we had got.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Let's try to get that done, because we only have a few months left to get some of this stuff done. Third thing is, the culvert crossing from the Pueblo to this side on the Santo has a big hole in it. Has a lot of holes in the bottom, which are already rotting out. You know, it's coming apart. We just got to try to get all the black and white and try to get that in place. It's perfect here to do it.
So with Peter V. Hill, they just hired an engineering group that they've been waiting for. So they just got hired on July. So they said a lot of projects were pushed off until now. So.
Okay, well, yeah, you know, I said we have a few months. I still try to do it now. Instead of waiting until next year, and if we do have water, then we're going to have to shut down to do this stuff. Let's well get it done now. It's a big culvert.
Does it can be do that?
It's a county road.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else knows anything else you need to get done? Okay, well, so let's try to get through this pretty quick. I think we can. So we're not getting water from the Pueblo. We got water for a couple of days. You know, when it rains, we get a little bit, but it finishes. I'm getting phone calls from people telling me, "Give us water. We're gonna call state engineer." This and that. If there's no water, there's no water. I can't make the water get to you guys, to anybody. No. No. We still tell people you can go to a head gate and pump water out if you need it. That's the only place we allow it to pump out is the head gate. So, and the way I saw it today, probably not even going to be able to do that in a couple of days. Okay. So main thing, got a couple citations we got to give out. One to Herminio and one to Leo. And they're not here, I kind of figured that. So, we're going to start with Leo. In April, with the annual meeting, we decided that water would go down, water would stay in streams. No, nobody can use it, nobody can take it. And then we started reporters. But at that time, Leo took the water 3 times. I had to end up calling his, the McKinney's, the landowners who he takes care of the land for, and I had to have a meeting with them to stop that from happening. Okay, a month ago, Leo and the video to sandbags inside the head gate up in El Salto. I was getting paid to dig out all the dirt from in there, and then these guys are going and pulling sandbags and throwing it back in. Their response, Pablo gave permission to do it. Me, Pablo, and Juanito talked to them, and you know that's what they stayed with. Okay, last week, same thing happened again. They went and put bags in there again. So I tried to get some citations issued to these guys. Pablo told me he would not sign the citation. He dropped the citation, but they didn't do nothing wrong. They had his permission. But I don't think it's fair that these guys get away with it when other people do get cited. And these guys are the ones that cause problems time after time after time. I mean, we got to step up and stop these guys.
Some of the things may be true. I don't know exactly the facts about that. But as far as the water in the spring, it was free until a certain time. And I guess that's when Leo took it. I don't know the
Joey, if you were at the meeting that
if that was after that, then it's a different
if you were at the meeting, you would have heard that we had said there's not enough water, let it run down.
I was at the meeting.
Okay, and you would have heard that.
And what I said is if it was in the spring and it was before that meeting.
It was not before that meeting. I said it was after the March meeting.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just clarifying that.
Well, I'm clarifying it. It was after the March meeting.
That's fine. Just make things true. And then now that Emilio is here, please let him respond to what
okay.
exactly.
Well, I got to Emilio. I just said Leo.
For the people to hear.
Well, I just got to Leo. Let me get to Emilio. And he, okay, Emilio, same thing. After the March meeting, Joey, Pablo called me himself and told me Emilio was stealing water. Me and Chris Pieper went up there. We caught the water. Emilio had it. We called him, and he gave us all kinds of excuses about it. So he got caught once. Then he threw sandbags in the second time with Leo, and the third time. So that's already 3 times. You have a response for that?
Of course, Arnold, be truthful. I mean, you like to lie a great deal, and I'll tell Chris this. The things, I think that was in March before you started the reparto, right? I think you drove up to my place.
I don't
Chris?
remember.
Okay, so
It was not.
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
So that was, there was never a reparto. I've seen, I've told you, you called me one time, I said, do you have a water up there? And I said, yeah. So I said, let it run, and I did. I know that's probably the only conversation that we've had in addition to what's taking place now.
No.
Hold on. Because there's been actually no water. The only water that runs, you cut it and divert it right into the landlord, the house that you're providing services to.
That's not true. That's only had water
Well,
once.
that's
only had water once.
Huh?
Only had water once.
Well, it was in your place.
There's a simple way. I think that we can evaluate this. If we go to your property, then the evidence should be there. Because like on my property, my pasture is dead because I haven't had a single irrigation. But I think that, I've been requesting that we meet on your property, and I think we should do that. Because I also want to see what your needs are, and if you have taken some water, the evidence should be there.
Of course.
Your ditches will
The
be
other
free.
thing that Chris said, the DA told me, I got in touch with the DA, and he says, can you provide the board, provide paperwork that they have legal standing to represent the community? I don't know if you do, Arnold, Pablo, or Juan.
Well, there is state statutes, okay?
Well,
You want me to read them to you?
No, I don't have to.
Chris.
But finish, Chris.
You don't believe me? There is state statutes, okay?
Not always does the evidence prove that, not always.
Yeah.
I can agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But my mother was cited, or I was cited.
Yeah.
I guess I was cited on my mother's property, it wasn't mine, but the problem is that the water hadn't been going down the ditch, and it was in the pond next to my mom's house. There was rock there, there's no evidence that anybody tampered that to open the ditch to get water to come in, to flow in. Because there was no water, there was no reason for me or my mother to go in there and block it off so that there's no way water can get in there. I was driving into the property and Arnold was walking up. I was in the property and I saw Arnold walk in, look at the ditch. See where the water, I guess, and water had just started coming in, because when I drove in, I saw water coming down the ditch. And I didn't think nothing of it. And next thing I see Arnold on the property looking at the ditch, and he didn't say anything. Next thing you know, he's citing my mom. He says, I'm citing Joey Torres because he did this, and I'm trying because he gives me a hard time.
No, that's a lie.
That's what he said. Listen, let me talk and then you can respond. And so his response to her was he's getting even with me for something that I didn't do or she didn't do. It was something that there was no water there. There was no reason for him to cite anybody. He didn't even say anything. Joey, you have water coming in here. You need to turn it off. He was there. He saw me. He didn't even make that effort. Next thing, just citation right off the bat, which is a vendetta, a vindication against me, which is wrong in his position.
Can I
Yeah, but let's stay on
respond to
topic
that real
here
quick?
too, though.
Wait, let me respond to everything here. A couple weeks before that, we had all the water was sitting down. The surfing Seca Madre. Who put the rocks there to fill up the pond? When they were done filling up the pond, they should take the rocks off. They didn't take the rocks off, so now that we send water to the next person, they still had it blocked.
No, it wasn't
That's
blocked.
simple.
It's not blocked.
It was that simple.
It's not that simple. You're misleading the situation, and that's why it's important for people to see, or the commissioners to see the situation when in that case. That was a violation that could have been a violation, but it was not intentive. It was not intended.
Well, Joe, at this point, it's impossible for us to evaluate because it's past history.
Right.
So,
But it's just a point. It's
yes,
just a history of how.
And comment upon the pacientes to
Sorry?
open and close.
What's that?
Okay? It did comment upon the pacientes to open and close.
I understand that, but this doesn't have a head gate. This is just rocks.
I understand.
And
Whatever
the
people have,
the
they don't
level,
have head gates.
the level of the water,
Dirt or rock.
right? The level of the water is usually a lot lower than that head gate. You need to understand that.
So you left
And
it
no, there's not left it open. You need to understand that in order for me to get water into that, I need to block the ditch. I didn't block the ditch. The ditch was never blocked. And that's what you're trying. See, you don't understand that until you see the situation. I've lived here for all my life. Until you understand these situations, this is just one of many. Edwina probably has the same thing. Leo probably has the same thing.
Okay.
And the situation, let me finish. And the same thing, it says that at the meeting, it's the same people asking for the water. That could be true. Maybe those people have more property. Maybe they need more water. Maybe that's why they're there all the time. That's not, and he makes it sound like they're the same ones always causing the trouble. They're the same ones asking for the water. That's not the case. And I'm here just to stand up for those individuals and say the truth, because Arnold seems to tell different stories. And you hear at the meetings, Joey did this up there and Joey did this down there, and
It's all true.
but it isn't.
Everybody sees that. Anyway,
But
let's go on. We
Hold
need to
on.
do, yeah.
Is this the same place that water is being diverted, the one that goes down the stream and then into where,
No, that-
Bolivar and?
No.
That-
that's a different
That's a
one?
different place. It gets
Okay.
diverted to the ponds that they have there. Yeah. Which I think are illegal because it's not all.
They're not illegal. They belong.
Can I finish? I let you finish. Can I finish?
Yes. Don't
So-
say lies.
So, I'm not saying a lie.
You're saying it's illegal. It's not illegal.
So, there's other people that water from there down, like my mom, my aunt lives, land where my mom lives. So, for her to get water, his pond needs to fill up first. So.
And Bolivar, did anybody else?
Oh, and Bolivar, see, so in Bolivar, so there we go, he said, so the
So
truth
then
is
it
coming
is-
Well,
out.
tell them the
So
truth.
then it is right there where it's diverted, the one that comes into the stream.
Well, that's
across-
one place. The other pond we're talking about is in the front, in
Oh,
front of their
in the
house.
front.
Yeah.
And so my understanding also, Arnold, is that they had put a bunch of sandbags.
Yeah.
Right,
That's a
there
different
with
issue.
the water, right?
That's a
I'm
different
not there,
situation,
exactly.
different issue.
Is that correct?
That's in the
That's a
main,
different
that's in the main ditch.
That's a
situation.
different issue.
So the reason we're getting the
That's the second
citations
issue.
is, Yolanda, can you read that for me, please?
Interference with ditch, illegal water use, penalty, failure to prosecute, injunctive relief. A, a person shall not, contrary to
That's
the
what I
order
have
of the
here.
Mayordomo or commission, cut, break, stop up, or otherwise interfere with any community ditch or dam in this state, or any contra or lateral acequia thereof, or take or use water from the same contrary to such orders. A person who violates a provision of this section is guilty of a misdemeanor, and on complaint made before the nearest magistrate court, a warrant may issue for his arrest, as in case of any other offense against the state. You want me to continue with it?
Yeah,
All
there's
the
a
way
couple,
to-
there's
all the
another
way to-
paragraph.
all the
You
way
have
to
to
E.
all the way down, yeah, you have to, yeah.
A criminal complaint for violations
So
of
they
the
know what the
provision.
fines are gonna be. Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah. Of the provisions of subsection A of this section may be made by the district attorney or the mayordomo or the commission of the ditch or acequia to the magistrate court in the county where the violation occurred. Upon conviction of a violation, the defendant shall be fined not less than $300 or more than $1,000, and in default of the payment of said fine, shall be confined in the county jail for a period of not less than 5 nor more than 30 days. In addition to criminal prosecution, the district attorney or the mayordomo or commission of the ditch or acequia may file a civil complaint seeking a civil penalty not to exceed $5,000 for knowingly, intentionally, or willfully violating the provisions of subsection A of this section. The
So-
rem-
Yeah, so you all have your
Wait,
rights.
Well,
let her finish.
Hold on.
There's another one, there's another section, yes.
I'd like to clarify.
I'm
One more
still
paragraph,
reading here.
yes, one more. You gotta
Well,
read
I
it.
have
That-
two
E.
more sections here. I'm on
Yes.
D. The remedies provided for in this section shall not be construed as limiting the right of the party bringing the civil or criminal complaint from seeking damages. In addition to the remedies provided in this section, the district attorney or the mayordomo or commission of the ditch or acequia may apply to the district court of the county where the violation occurred for an injunction restraining any person from violating or continuing to violate the provisions of subsection A of this section. It is the duty of the mayordomo in charge of any such ditch or acequia to prosecute in the name of the state any violation of this section whenever the mayordomo acquires knowledge thereof, and the mayordomo's failure to do so shall be deemed a misdemeanor, provided, however, that if the district attorney chooses to prosecute, the mayordomo shall not be required to do so. On conviction of violating the provisions of this subsection, the mayordomo shall be fined in a sum not less than $25 or more than $50, or by imprisonment in the county jail for not less than 10 or more than 30 days.
Those are the state statutes you just read,
Yes,
correct?
these are the state
Can I address
statutes.
that a little bit?
There you go.
So, those are true.
Yes, they
I
are.
understand
Yes.
that, but I'm not disputing that.
Okay.
What I am gonna say is that the bylaws of the association supersede some of those things in state statute, where it says about the, fines. Our bylaws don't say a different number
You're
opposed to
talking
state.
about what bylaws? The Santo,
No,
Santo,
our
that was
Sequia,
somebody
our
else.
Sequia.
Okay,
Our
they
Sequia
supersede
bylaws.
that, do you have that?
Yes.
Do you have
They,
it right here?
So-
I don't have that here, but the law, but our bylaw
Really?
says,
Our
They
bylaws
don't
state
say
how
that it's-
much can be fined, because there is a section where
right,
you should
and
be
which,
fined.
right, yeah, but our bylaws say that,
$100.
so what I'm saying is different than what you're trying to portray here, is that, yeah,
I
you
think it
can
was a
find out.
general
That's up to the
thing,
district
Joe.
attorney to decide
Well,
that,
no,
right?
no,
Am I
no,
done? Yes, it
no,
is.
it's up to the commission to decide.
Joe,
It's up
I
to the
think
district attorney.
basically
It's
what-
So it's up to
and this is the
Pablito
point.
to decide that?
The
And-
commission,
and the commissioners?
the commissioners, right, the commissioners are the ones that set, I mean, there's so much, because of the executive
So
system
they're
is so
setting
old.
precedents here, or what?
Sorry?
They're setting the precedents here?
No, that's what I'm trying to say here, is that the state has, acknowledged that the Sequia Association, the commissioners mean, they have set the standards for years and years and years beyond that. And so they have the authority to do what they want to do on their Sequia. Yes, the state has these guidelines, and you can use these guidelines if it's in the same alignment with the commission. But if it isn't, it's based on the bylaws of that association.
To me, I think that the reason we're here is because they've been violated.
Well, I don't know, maybe so.
Yeah,
All
I think
I'm
that's just
saying
why we're here.
all I'm saying is
Well, if you
that
don't know, why don't you
how,
let the guys that are getting cited defend themselves
I am
instead
just
of
trying
you
to
defending them?
clarify that how the laws are
Listening to
reading.
you when
So,
you-
here's the definition. The mayordomo shall be the manager of the Sequia in accordance with law. State law. His or her responsibilities shall include the following. And I'll just go down to the, supervise the Sequia to ensure that delinquent parciantes do not take water. The mayordomo has full authority. So it states in our bylaws.
Yes, and I'm not disputing
Not
any
only
of
that, he's got,
I'm
he
not
knows what the
disputing
duties
any
are,
of
because
that.
he's already got that.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
before he even took on this, the endeavor of being a mayordomo or whatever, this was handed to him, and there's the duties of the mayordomos and that type of thing, and the law, that he has to follow.
It clearly says shall be in compliance with the laws of the state of New Mexico.
There you go, yeah.
we had a meeting and Brooke and Haiti were there, and the DA did say if somebody reports this happening and I don't follow through, they can come after me. So I'm following through. Domingo. And I got deals. Romero too, since he's not here. And from here, there's the 2 citations. It's up to the commissioners what happens from here. No, because we do catch
Is
it.
there
We have to catch it.
procedure or means that if someone is cited, they have a chance to come before the commission, and there's a way to have some dialogue to find out if what is being charged or claimed is accurate, rather than having this kind of stuff?
I'm not
Is
sure
there
there is an arbitration.
arbitration? That's
Well, what ends up happening is if we can't figure this out as a commission and mayordomos and parcientes, they'll end up bringing somebody from the state and going, you guys can't take care of your ditches, we're gonna assign a water master to you, and he's gonna let you know how much water is gonna be allotted to us.
Is that what we want here, really?
That's
Really?
not happening.
I don't think so.
Before you guys go start talking about this, let me get to the last thing, which is really serious. On Wednesday, I had to go to Taos Pueblo with right here I have a Taos Pueblo access. 4 names on here. Arnold Quintana, Chris Pieper, Juan Garcia, Pablo Quintana. I met with Paul Martinez, ditch monitor of the Pueblo. He is questioning why we are sending guys up there with sandbags in the ditch up there. Guy in a white truck. Blue license plate in the front. Big nose, white hair. Don't need to describe more, we know who that is. So, I'm not gonna say names. So, I'm going to Taos Pueblo. I'm going to Taos Pueblo Monday, taking a picture of this guy. They identify him. They're gonna find out who the other guy is. They will be kicked out of Taos Pueblo, and they will get Taos Pueblo is gonna press charges against them. And they're saying we're messing with the water, with that. There's no water. Why do you go there? These guys are too pacientes. They are not.
They said they were you.
And the driver, the guy with the white hair, big nose. They asked him who he was. He told me he was the Mayordomo of Arroyo Seco. His name is Arnold. Paul Martinez knows me because I've dealt with him for the last 5 years up there. He told me you're not him. And he tried to get the name out of him. He wouldn't give it to him, and he took off, hauling ass out of there.
We do not need our pacientes leaving waves.
Trying to divert more water this way.
Let me explain that. You brought that up. Those sandbags, actually, what took place. See, Arnold is. I don't think he knows how to tell the truth. Wait a minute.
Let him speak. Let him talk. Fake news.
Wait a minute.
There's just some lies. Let him speak.
Wait a minute. Okay, I put some sandbags there with the authority of the president of the commission, and he was there, and Juan was there. So so who's got the authority?
Or my permission. Chris, your permission? There's 3 guys there.
And then no one gets
And let me just finish.
Hold on.
We were all
I'd
there.
like to listen to Juan.
We were all there.
And then I told them, let the water what's going underneath the head gate, let it go to Carol's, and then the rest you and Lima share it.
Right, that's exactly right.
That day we were all
I
there.
also have water rights here
Déjame
also.
hablar.
Hold on.
We were all there. Arnold, Juanito, myself, Dio, Herminio. And we agreed that day that we're going to let the water go down the Rio one day out of the week for Carol to fill up.
So far, I never got it because
But
I'm gonna tell you a little bit why too.
Okay, let him finish.
Yes. Okay.
And we agreed that day, all of us that were there, we agreed one day out of the week it would be going down. And that's the way we left it.
Yeah.
And we all agreed.
Okay.
The other part of the week goes to the Seca Madre, who's got the seniority rights.
Except you cannot block it with
And-
sandbags.
You
If you
can block
start,
it if they got the water rights up there, the seniority.
you're not supposed to cover a ditch. You cannot cover your.
Who's got seniority rights?
You can.
Who's got seniority rights?
Seca Madre.
Seca Madre. Got the seniority
But that
rights.
is why you have
We have a lot more
cover it.
livestock on the Seca Madre than on the Rio.
Yeah, because I have some through the Acequia Madre too. But let me tell you why we never got the water down to our place. Because Bolivar was the one that, so he should have gotten a citation. He went to the house, Juan Carlos, my son, was in the Marine Corps, had just gotten home maybe 2 hours before that. He went to the house, we were sitting on the porch, he went to the house and he blamed Juan Carlos for going and covering up the ditch because he needed the water for his fish. You know what? That's what he has in his pond. He said, you covered the water, and I said, Juan Carlos was like, what are you talking about? He had just gotten home. And then he said, well, if he didn't do it, then you did it. And I said, I haven't even been up there. I had no idea. I said, Arnold said that there might not be enough water coming down. I said, he would let it come down if it was possible, which he did. And Bolivar said, no, then it had to have been Yolanda. She was the one that went and covered it. And I said, no, we didn't even go up there. Then we went up there, and
When my tia Lisa passed away, I was coming down, Bolivares with a shovel inside, diverting water again. I drove my car, I parked, I went up, I said, people are stealing water again. He had no idea what to say. Then he claimed that he had
All I know is we
horses?
agreed.
And then,
I
do you
mean,
want me to
that
tell
had
you
nothing
then
to
what
do
he
with
said?
Bolivar, I mean,
Yeah, and then he
And then
said,
the water
hey,
should get
it's
citation.
not
That's
even
happened.
me. I mean, he
That-
confessed to it and everything, and then he said, but it's not even me. We saw him, and he said, it's Joe. Joe's bringing the sandbags and the rocks and he's putting them there.
And Joe, I heard that too, because I heard that because you have two horses, waters. I don't know, I'm just saying, I heard that too.
Yeah, that's what
From,
they're saying.
from Celestino.
That you're
that
the
you-
one that's
that you're
going
the
and
one
you're,
that
you
bring
know,
the water.
what,
Now-
by my
now,
deal,
let me
hold
get
on.
this straight,
No,
okay.
I know.
Yeah, I
I
know,
thought you know
so
from
look,
my deal side
Those horses get water from the main ditch on the
Okay, I don't
backside.
even know
Yeah,
what
well, I'm
the
just saying,
horses
that's what I heard too.
I'm not saying
Right?
it's true.
And then,
No, we're not
and
saying
then-
it's true.
And then Bolivar's pond has to be filled up before I even get any water.
Exactly,
So
but
it-
hey,
so
he's
I'm
the
just
one
saying
that
the
said it
lines-
was you. And, but
make a
we know it
difference.
was, hold on, we know it wasn't because we saw him
Okay,
doing
well,
it.
let's move forward. So, anyway, so Pablo's right. We did agree 6 days to the back, 1 to the front. The one problem we have is the one day we send it to the front, it can never get to her because they block it here, they block it there, and it never gets to it. I mean, I've asked Bolivar, everybody, let it get down, and whoever's blocking it, give it a day. If it doesn't get to her, we can tell her it's not gonna get to you. That's it. You don't have to send it again.
That's the
Exactly.
reality.
And it's
It
not gonna
doesn't
happen
get there.
anymore.
It's
There's
not
no
gonna
But
water
we
going
would like
after
to
now.
know if it really was gonna happen or
But
not.
it's not gonna happen anymore. But let's get back to Juanito was trying to say something about the sandbags. So Juan.
Juan,
Yeah, they throw him into the head gate and they leave him there. And then they freeze solid and then they call, well, take him out. And no one wants to go. So then I go in and they're frozen solid.
And that's understandable. I can see your point in that that's very difficult. But again, by the same point, token, if that was allowed at that point and you agreed upon it, you know.
No, I didn't agree.
We didn't
We made
agree
him
on
take
it.
him out.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then we need to
They
go
made him
home.
take him out.
Okay, then
But
that's
then they
fine.
put him back in.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm just saying.
The
but
other
if
thing
that's
is,
the case-
Pablo told me that not to cite him, that they would go pick up those sandbags. They never went for him. I had to go take him out of there finally. They left them thrown there. So, you know,
Did you give them enough time? Did they have enough time?
Wait a minute.
Four
Oh,
days,
yeah.
4
I'm just
days,
asking. I'm
4
just
days.
asking.
Yeah. I got pictures of the sandbags inside there, yeah. Yeah, I got pictures of the sandbags in there, yeah.
Yeah, and listen, on those sandbags, yeah, and what we did, we went back to be able to remove those sandbags, and what we did, we caught this person by the name of Villalpando. I think it's
Jamie.
Jimmy Villalpando, stealing pumping water without a water right.
He was not.
So hold on.
He was not stealing
Hold
water.
on. And I says, who gave you authority? I says that the commission and especially Arnold. So that's where Chris should have been involved. The other thing, I addressed this with the district attorney's office, and that's completely illegal. And that's he was participating in a theft and he admitted. I said, I'm taking water because he gave me plenty of water to take. I don't have any water rights. I go out there and water the garden, and Arnold is some consideration. If it's given away, it's illegal. If he's selling it, it's still illegal.
Wow,
And that's what the DA is going to look at. We have a meeting with him next week.
Let me respond to that. Yeah, Jamie is pumping water out of there once every 2 weeks, and he's taking it to my
Put a
mom's.
stop to that.
Yep. But he
Wait,
just stopped.
let me finish.
No, but we put a stop
Either
to
way.
that.
He's still, to what?
When he first started doing that months ago.
Yeah, but let me finish. You're not letting me finish.
Okay.
Every 2 weeks, and he's taking the trailer, parks at my mom's, and she waters her trees with it. The trailer was there for 2 days while she watered. Other than that, he's not pumping water out of there, period.
I did go to the district attorney and he said that the, livestock have priority over gardens
That's
and
right.
everything else.
Whether you have
Whether-
1 cow
Yeah.
or 10 sheep.
That's right.
And we still allow people.
Not livestock.
We still allow people, whether you are doing the trees or what, you pump out of the puerta, take water. I don't have a pump, my mom doesn't have a pump, Jamie was taking us some water.
And the bottom line, that we don't have to argue so much. It's going to obviously land up in court, and that's it needs to land up in court to address some of these issues that are not being addressed by the.
Why do we need to
They
have it?
Armando cannot do it alone, and the other two people need to come in and help. And,
I think they're
keep them
doing
in
a
line.
great job.
I have something to say. I don't live up there, thank God. I could have, but I don't, thank God. So I'm not familiar with how the acequias work or anything, and I don't know. But what's the status of the sandbags at this moment?
They're in my truck, I tore them, and I have them in my truck, and they got citations.
Okay, so there will be no more sandbags put in there,
Okay,
right?
now?
Right? Right, Emilio?
We'll see if there's an ultimate.
We'll see.
Hold on.
I guess he hasn't read the state statutes. It's been so obvious.
If you're accusing
Really,
somebody,
Emilio?
I'm not accusing anybody, like I said, I don't give a
if anyone being accused of anything, that is illegal. We're all in agreement with that. But if it's in accordance and it's the best interest of the association, the
But
Acequia,
who decides
no,
that?
the
Joe?
commission.
Should be the commissioners, not just.
That's all I'm saying.
That-
Then, at that point, it'd
Not
be okay,
Emilio,
right.
not Joe, not Leo Valencia, the commission decides, and we're all gonna go by that, right?
Right.
Right.
No,
No.
it's the three commissioners that have to agree,
Chris
it's not just one
never
person.
returns a phone call.
Okay,
you
all
know?
three are right
So I
here.
guess it's the only one.
Chris, are you in agreement for them to sandbag
So,
the head gate?
wait, hold on a second. So I don't return your phone call?
And today was probably they come back and forth.
The thing about text messaging is that you have proof. Do you want me to show everybody?
Oh!
The response that I made to you?
Return a call. I'm not the only one that, but you seldom return a call.
Oh.
You know, and then some of these things that you
Really?
go to try to engage.
Arminio, I have responded to your texts, have I not?
That don't make any
Didn't.
sense. That you want to see some documents? I want to see some of your documents to see if you're a legal partiality down at your place.
No, that's
Well,
not
so
the
will
point.
board.
No, that's
Of
not
course
the
it
point.
is a
You
point.
just-
Of course it is a point.
I'm responding to what you
If
just
you don't
said.
have any
You said I
documents, you
don't
should be on the
respond.
board, period.
You said I don't respond, right?
And I'm telling you, if the DA says, do they have documentation to be on the board? I said, I don't know, but I'll ask them. Do you have documentation to be on the board?
You're quite the
Do you have
manipulator.
documentation to be on the board?
Arminio, you're quite the
Do you have
manipulator. No,
documentation to be on the board?
that's not what we're discussing.
Well, we need to.
You said,
I'm asking you that.
you said
That's
my
more.
responses
That's
to you
more
make no
important than
sense, right?
That's more important than the
Let me
telephone
speak.
conversation.
Let me
okay?
speak.
That's more important.
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes.
Yes.
And let me speak. So, Arminio and Leo would like to meet. So, I suggest that we meet at your place.
And I told you,
What
no,
did you tell
because
me?
I'm a private person and your public official will go to your place. You wanted to see some documentation? I said, we'll go to your place.
And, you know, I said, in order for me to really evaluate what your needs are, because you have livestock, I would like to meet at your place.
So what kind of documentation were
And you
you
said-
requested from me? I said, no, I'm a private person.
So, you're just admitting I didn't respond to you.
Well,
And my responses did make sense.
Thank you. End of argument. Okay. Juanito, you agree on sandbags in there?
Okay,
Now you have two of them.
Me, myself, I don't agree on it either.
so that's 3 out of 4.
Pablo?
I don't know, if that's the way we're gonna go, no more sandbags.
So last thing we got here today. Chris, you can explain this.
So does that mean the sandbags are because the head gate needs some